Hey everyone, welcome back. It's finally time to review the last Leprechaun movie of the original series. Leprechaun Back to the Hood. Here's the disc. I'm gonna show this disc off. I've shown it when I reviewed In the Hood because Back to the Hood and In the Hood are on this disc. It is a Blu-ray, part of the Leprechaun Complete Collection, but my uncle has disc 1 and 2 because he's the one who bought the set and he didn't really like In the Hood and Back to the Hood, and I already got 1, 2, 3, and 4 on DVD. But I like In the Hood and Back to the Hood. Yes, I do actually like this one. Now, is it as good as In the Hood? I can tell you this, it's not as politically incorrect. Um, it doesn't use the N word that much. Um, Instead of saying the N word now, you hear the word ninja. Like, where are you going, ninja? Oh, look at that ninja right there. Sorry, I am not ghetto. Uh, I wasn't raised on the streets. Sorry if I offend people by doing that, but just all in different. If you're in the low class or middle class or however class neighborhoods you're at, be happy. Like, the home is what makes you you. So, yeah. Uh, it's about these kids, Emily, Lisa, Jamie, Rory, and a gang run by a guy named Watson. I forget the guy's name. And one of the gang members is Sticky Fingers. Yeah. This movie is how I heard about Sticky Fingers. I think he's an alright actor, but I've never heard his music. Um, so what happens? The movie goes by pretty quick. The first thing you see is a priest having holy water blessed with uh, clovers, and he ends up putting it on the leprechaun, and the leprechaun goes back into hell, and then it takes place 1 year later. We get introduced to the kids, and Emily ends up finding a rainbow and ends up dancing in it, and you can tell it's a CGI rainbow. And she ends up falling down the ground, apparently where Leprechaun got dragged into hell. Well, she ends up finding the treasure chest, and uh, her her ex Rory, her friend Lisa, and her stoner friend uh, Jamie all end up going into into their their hangout, and they end up looking inside the box, and oh my god, it's pretty much bent up coins made to look like gold. So yeah, I was like, wow. But it worked. It worked. It is a low budget film, which I do not mind low budget flicks. Don't mind them one little bit. Unless we're talking about theaters or sick, then yeah, that's another story. And right now, 2000. But uh, if you know that they find the gold, you know what's gonna happen to them. The leprechaun starts chasing them, and blood starts to fly. Leprechaun gets high in this movie. Um, Jamie, because he's a pothead, he's got all these bombs set up and in his room, and one guy goes to hit the bong, and the leprechaun walks in, and he's like, the guy's like, "Oh, this is some good shit. Hey, little man, You want to get high with me? And then Leprechaun's like, oh, I haven't smoked a good pipe in a good long time. And then he ends up puffing out it and he starts laughing and everything. And then he goes like, woo, that's good shit. And the guys are like, yeah, man, do it, ninja. And then the guy uh, ends up putting something in his pocket, but when he's putting something in his pocket, he ends up dropping the gold coin that he was about to steal from Jamie. And the leprechaun sees it and asks nicely, where did you get that? Give it back like a nice boy. And the guy doesn't. He's like, I got here to get you high and you want to ask me for my money? And then he keeps on pushing the leprechaun back with the bong. And then he says, I'm not afraid to hit no midgets now. So get, get. And then Leprechaun takes the bong and he's like, no, give me my bong back. Shoves it right through his stomach and the blood ends up flowing into the bong and becoming mixed with the bong water. And I'm just like, yeah. And I never knew what a bong was when I was little. This movie came out when I was 10 years old. And I didn't know what a bong was because I didn't grow up watching stuff like Friday and Snoop Dogg, listening to Snoop Dogg music or anything like that. So I didn't grow up on knowing what drugs were and everything. The only drugs I ever knew were pharmaceuticals. But you get the gore, you get arms, not arms, you get legs being ripped off, guts being taken out, jaws being ripped off. You've got it all. Again, they do good with the makeup effects and gore for the budget they had. Leprechaun, Leprechaun, in the hood. It doesn't say how long it is, but I think it's an hour and 32 minutes, so it's not that long. It goes by at a quick pace. So if you're looking for a dumb movie to watch and you want to have some friends over and just laugh at the screen and just have a good time, see some pretty gory kills, check check out any of the Leprechaun films. If you want the greatest laugh, check out the In the Hood films. If you want a movie that you can just riff on and just say, man, this movie is shitty, watch the fourth one. If you want a movie that's going to make you giggle but be like, really, did they go that far? See the third one. If you want a love story, see the second one. And if you want just a classic Leprechaun story, watch the first one. All of them I like except for the fourth one. The fourth one I can do without. And no, it's not just because he's in space. I like Hellraiser Bloodline, but that did it a lot better. And a lot later on, too. A little bit later on. But what do I give Leprechaun Back to the Hood? I'm going to give it a lower rating than In the Hood. So I'm going to give it about a 6 out of 10. For me, an average is a 4. So this is definitely 2 steps above average. So I really enjoyed these flicks. And I don't know if I'll do it today, well, night, or later on today, but I'll try to bring you the final Leprechaun movie made so far. Leprechaun Origins. If you want to know my thoughts on it, stay tuned. This is Psychopath1c signing off. Peace.